Hi guys, welcome back to series 2, I guess, of TwoBricksBuild. Got me, Jordan, and Liam over here, and today we're going to do more Star Wars Lego. So I'm doing the Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet, which is kit number 75327. What do you have, Liam?
I've got another one from the Starship collection, so I've got the Tantive IV. This one is collection number 75376, 654 pieces. What is yours? Yours is
Mine's
675.
675.
They're both about the same number of pieces, so hopefully these will take us about the same amount of time. I'm going to move this out of the way because we're going to start building soon.
Well, we've already sort of prepared what we're doing. Liam attempted to start knolling, but I got a bit bored of him knolling. So I was like, come on, let's just crack on. I've just arranged mine into sort of colour.
Yeah, you've got it somewhat set up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see on this camera, but George has like all the pieces arranged by colour.
Ta-da! But yeah, so here's my little booklet. I'm really excited to build this one. It's something I brought a while ago. There's Liam's booklet. Something I brought a while ago, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, and I really wanted to build it, and then I really didn't want to build it.
Lego is a difficult one because you have to be in the mood to put it together, or you have to have a reason, or certain things have to align.
Yeah, I also just wanted, I don't know, I just felt I want to save them, but then they're there for building, aren't they?
Yeah.
So should we get into it?
Yeah, we'll get into it. We're both guilty of having multiple kits just put away, ready to go, that we haven't used yet.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of I don't know. Part of me is I don't want to mess with the value of them because I know once you open the box, that's it. The seal's broken, the value drops.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, like you said, they're meant to be made. Yeah. Anyway, you'll have fun making this one. I'm definitely going to have fun making this one.
Yeah.
The only bit you might not have fun on is George's got stickers, and George really hates stickers. From what I can tell.
Aren't they your stickers? You got stickers too?
Yeah, these are my stickers. Yeah, but I don't hate stickers.
I don't think I've got that many, to be honest.
Nah, that's fine. Oh, sorry, guys. I just hit my mic.
So, I'm looking forward to this, though. I really am. Oh, so
Should be good.
What's changed, Liam? Come on, do some talking. What we changed? What we done?
What's changed? Everything's changed.
Everything.
All of our setups changed. In terms of, yes, the mics are the same. But we've changed the way that we're recording. I think we've got slightly different levels this time around, and I think we know more about what we're doing this time around. No, we totally do. George's been taking care of the audio side of things, because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to the audio side of things, and he does. But he's using Logic Pro this time around. I don't know if you originally didn't start with Logic Pro. We started trying to use GarageBand and stuff, or iMovie, just to initially do the first test episode we ran, but it was so janky it just didn't really work out.
Yeah. Well, we were looking, I thought I'd try GarageBand because I thought I've always had Logic, but I thought it'd just be easy, simple. Liam doesn't have Logic, so I thought if we did everything in GarageBand, he could get GarageBand and we could do it that way, but it turned out that using Logic was the only way, really.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
To get that kind of professional finish, or to have it reach a standard where we feel okay bringing it out to you guys at that point, we had to use something a bit more professional. We had to move to Logic. And I started going on the video side of things, so I've been using
DaVinci, isn't it?
DaVinci Resolve.
That's
yeah.
it.
Already losing the pieces I need.
I know, but we decided, because the last time we recorded, I was using my phone, you were using your phone.
Yeah.
Then we tried. I got this webcam that I brought for a podcast that I was gonna do, and it's 4K webcam. It's gonna be great, and it didn't look great, did it?
It didn't. We didn't really end up using that footage from that webcam.
No. There's a few reasons. It didn't.
It was mostly the focus issue.
Yeah, it didn't
webcams
focus
have a
well.
lot of problems focusing on stuff. I'm sure the professional ones, if you're going to go out there and spend a few £100 on a webcam, you're damn well going to expect that it can focus properly. But I think that as well, they're made to focus properly when it comes to faces, and we were using it as an overhead to see what we were doing, so that you guys could see everything on the table really clearly. It just didn't work out.
No, but that's fine. So we upgraded. So we decided it's obviously best because before you were using your iPhone, I was using an old Pixel 6 Pro.
Yeah.
So we've decided to go for the same. I mean, I have an iPhone now as well, but I kind of needed to use it on the day. So we decided we were going to both buy the same. So we went for the, what's it called?
The DJI Osmo Pocket 2, which is not the most current one. The most current one is the Pocket 3, which is very fancy, but it's also like £600 plus.
Yeah. We don't have a Pocket 3 money.
No. We probably spent too much already, like looking at all the gear we've got the last month or two. But I think for the most part, it's been worth it.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I know I'm going to use this camera for this setup, but I'm also going to use mine for my other stuff as well. So, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you're going to do the same for yours, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it was a worthy purchase. I can take mine with me when I do my gigs and stuff, and I can do some little like POVs of me playing, and then stick them up on wherever, whatever.
Yeah, 100%, man.
So yeah, but so we've got new cameras.
We've got new cameras.
One thing we really we didn't notice at the time, and now we really have noticed. So we've made a big change. Is our microphones were mounted to the table because obviously our table microphone stands. But it's a really old table.
Beautiful table.
Yes, Sally. It's a lovely table. But it's really old and it's creaky and it's loud. And what we noticed is every time we went to put a piece of Lego down, it would just bang and boom through the mic. And we were talking, it was just like a massive like reverberation just going through the mic, which just didn't work at all. So what we did is we decided to put a couple of little tables either side, and we've got the mic stands on them. So hopefully from now on it's going to be a little less janky, which means that when we record we don't have that overwhelming booming sound.
Hopefully you guys are noticing, because we're still putting the old ones up, so you would have, if you've watched any of these videos prior to this, you would have already seen like the setup we had before, and you'd be able to tell what we were on about when we talk about the way the sound was a bit messed up.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully you can see a big difference this time around. Hopefully you can hear a massive difference as well.
Yeah. Let us know what you think, because we do obviously want to make it so it is, listenable. One thing we noticed is because of that boomy sound, I had to edit the life out of it on Logic. So when it came to like recording, when it came to mixing, I was having to do a massive dip in the lows just because it was so boomy. I had to find the frequency and just pull it out, which meant that everything just sounded really thin. Liam has the voice for radio, as you can tell.
Thank you so much.
He's got a great deep voice. Doesn't have the face for TV. He's got a voice for radio.
That's true.
And that's amazing. But I don't. I've got a really sort of like thin voice, I guess. I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's a thin voice. You've got some bass in it.
Why, thank you very much, Liam. So it was a bit difficult, but hopefully now we don't get the boomy booms from the table, which means we can make it sound a little nicer.
Yeah, that's the hope, man.
Yeah. So we're recording straight onto the Pocket 2s. So we now don't.
Yeah, we've cut out OBS.
OBS.
We were using OBS before, and OBS, if you've ever messed with it, there are so many different settings, and you try and find help online. You try and find people who are like, oh yeah, do this, do that, and they've, people who do stuff for YouTube or people who stream things, because there's different settings for different ones. Yeah. And like depending on what your bandwidth is like for your internet and all these other like technical things, and it was just there was no solid consensus. So I think a lot of that when it comes to people who use OBS, they're doing it because either they know people directly that have helped them get their setup, or they've just spent months or years getting to the point where they were happy with the quality. Yeah. And even then, I've seen people who've been using that stuff for years, and they still change things because they get a new mic, or they just want to try something different to get a crisper sound or to get a better picture and stuff. Or like God forbid something goes wrong and something breaks and you have to replace it, then you have to get that working again, and there's no guarantee it'll be the same settings. There's just a lot that kind of goes on with it.
Yeah. So we're kind of getting there. I think it's definitely looking a little better.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
100% it's looking better. 100%.
We'll find out after this episode whether it's sounding better as well. So that's good. If not, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry, and we'll figure it out next time.
Just deal with it, guys. Jeez.
Just shut up. Deal with it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Are they gonna leave us? I'll be sad if they leave us. Don't leave us, guys.
Yeah.
I know we chat crap all the time anyway, so it doesn't. It's fine. We're not for everyone. Like, we are definitely not for everyone.
No, maybe just a couple of the people at work that might watch it. And then the ones that say they have watched it, that definitely probably have watched this far, which is what, 11 minutes in, and then gone, yeah, this is a bit.
Yeah, that's enough for me. I'm going.
Why am I watching two middle-aged men? I mean, we're not middle-aged yet. We're still young, aren't we? How old are we? 20?
Yeah, 27. I've been 27 for like 9 years now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to tell your hairline.
So mean. So fucking mean.
It was me when I hit a spot then, didn't I?
That's nothing I haven't heard before.
I know, yeah. I know. Well, to be fair, you have to. Not only have we known each other for what, 20,
fucking years,
25, 26 years.
Yeah, it's been a couple decades.
But you also have to work with me, so you have to deal with the bullying.
Hey man, we make it work.
Yeah. Plus, you get your own back sometimes.
Sometimes you have to you have to pick your choice moments, don't you?
Yeah. Like when I had 2 weeks off work, as I was managing the job at the time, I had 2 weeks off work as a holiday, and Liam was running the place for me while I wasn't there. And I come back, and the time I came back just so happened to be the same day that I was having a meeting with the regionals. So I was like, it's fine, I've done this before, it's not a problem. I get back into work, there are googly eyes everywhere.
Oh, it's worth it.
Fucking everywhere. Like they were on the fire escape, the little person on the little fire exit sign, they were on there. They were on over door handles. They were absolutely everywhere. They were on the shop floor. They were everywhere. And I was like,
no, I kept it reasonable on the shop floor. They were only ever in places where customers wouldn't see them. They were only in places that were either specifically staff only or were just completely out of view of everyone.
Absolute ball ache. And I thought I couldn't get them down here. I couldn't really get rid of a lot of them.
How long before you figured it out?
What, they was you?
Yeah.
It took a while. I was pissed.
I'm usually really shit at keeping secrets and keeping quiet about stuff. But I managed to keep this quiet for a while. It was at least a week or two.
Yeah.
I think once one person found out, then another person found out, and another, and eventually kind of got to the point where I couldn't really hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare because I thought maybe they won't notice, and they noticed straight away.
It was great.
It was the first thing they noticed when they walked in, and I was like, I don't know.
They were like, oh, this is fantastic.
I don't know where they've come from. I'm sorry.
Your staff are getting involved. That's great to see.
Yeah.
So at least that's what I tell myself they were saying. They were probably just more annoyed than anything.
Yeah.
George just sat there sweating, being like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, basically. Why would you do this to me?
But now George does say silly shit of his own.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what have I done?
I know the duck thing wasn't initially you.
No.
We can thank a certain someone for that.
Yeah.
But you definitely kind of adopted that one. As soon as you figured it out, there was...
Yeah, I hid them.
Yeah.
I hid them around the place.
Shit, sorry guys, I keep knocking the mic. But it's fun to do that kind of stuff. I know it was a bit annoying. Hopefully it didn't get anyone freaking out about getting fired or anything, but
yeah. But it was funny. I did find it funny. Just to show you where I'm at so far, because Liam has a lot more to do than me.
Yeah, annoyingly.
So I am currently making the base for my helmet. And then, where are you at?
I am working on the body of the ship, so this is where we're at the moment. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's quite compact. There's a lot of pieces inside there, and they're quite small.
They've done the same thing again, where they've put the colours.
Yeah, they use the little stud pieces so that they can make the characters. I don't know if you can see them just there. I think we say that's R2 and C3PO. We're not sure who the other one is. Brown hair, white body. Leia, maybe. I'm guessing it's Leia. So
it would make sense being Leia, wouldn't it?
yeah, but like once it's built up, you don't see those. Like there's no way to see through into the inside of there and see those characters. So they're just, it's a nice little nod that they do.
R2 see-through.
There's issues there.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's quite Disney appropriate anymore if R2 can see through things.
Or even if I mean, I was going with R2 is see-through, but okay. Whatever you want.
Yeah. R2 see-through. Sorry if there's a little bit of, I'm hoping we can cut it out on the audio, but we've got a window open because it gets really warm in here with the lights on and everything. So if you can hear a little bit of wind and stuff, it's just because we've got a window open. But we have to, otherwise we'd die.
Yeah, I'm a bit warm, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm a wee bit warm.
Okay.
But yeah. So we got a new setup, so that's nice. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I know we spent a bit of money on it, but we're going to have this for a little while. I'm just going to move this mic real carefully.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, we want like, we were talking about this earlier, we want our own sort of like mini studio where we can just build and do our own thing, but it's...
I mean, you're working on it.
I'm working on it, that is true.
Yeah. George here has bought a house a few years ago with his partner. Lovely Sally. Thank you for letting us use the room, Sally.
Thanks, Sally.
Thank you. But they plan on having a garage built. But there'll be a little extra space in the garage to have a music studio.
Yep.
Because I think we talked about it before. George's a massive music nerd. He's been playing drums for like a couple of decades now.
Yeah, I started when I was, oh God, how old was I?
You must have been
10?
about 12 or something. Yeah, 10.
10, yeah.
So you've been playing drums for a long time. And you've been in multiple bands. They've had records. You've been on tours and stuff. You've done other shows. Like you've done a lot of stuff in the past.
I've done a few little bits.
But recently, obviously, because of work and stuff like that, you've not had the time to have as many commitments like that.
No, like I had a studio that I shared with other musicians, which was amazing. Like we absolutely loved it. It was a good space, but unfortunately we lost that last year, I think it was. So everything's just kind of everywhere at the moment. And being a drummer, there's a lot of stuff just everywhere. So I need a place that's my own where I can play. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that out at the moment.
Yeah, but having that separate little garage, and you know, it's way down the end of the garden. It's separated. There's no noise issues or anything.
No.
It just makes it easier.
Yeah, it definitely
means you've
helps.
got options.
Yeah, I got options. Where's my piece?
But hopefully at some
There it
point,
is.
once that's done, we'll have more of a sort of permanent studio space.
Yep.
We can get a nice backdrop going. As lovely as this wallpaper is, it's a little busy for these kind of videos. We try to do the best we can with the lighting and the setup and everything to get it nice and clear. But yeah, who wouldn't love their own studio space to do videos and stuff like that?
And somewhere we can put the Lego.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's not that bad at the moment. For me, I've got the space over the TV, like where all my stuff is, which is fine. It looks quite good. But yeah, you know, it's not really ideal. Although Sally loves Lego, she doesn't
Does
really.
she love Lego that much?
Well, this is it. She doesn't. I mean, she doesn't really want it over the TV and all over the place and blah 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 blah.
Well, Sally's been really like into the decoration on this place, of course, because it's a home. So
It's her house,
she's
isn't it?
decorated it how she wants it, and she's made it look really nice. It looks really well looked after and everything, really well put together. So having that broken up by some Lego, although there are a lot of people out there who'd be like, hell yeah, Lego everywhere.
Yeah. And she's a Lego fan.
Yeah, but I think to an extent it would just kind of get in the way of what she's trying to do with the place.
Yeah.
So I get it.
She's more of a Technics fan. When she was younger, she had so many Lego Technics, and then when obviously we moved out into this place, and her mom was like, right, what am I going to do with all this then? good old Sue. And I was like, what? And then we went into the garage, and she just pulled out this like massive box, just full of completed Lego Technics, but it was like everything was in there. And I was like, I don't know what to do with that. So I don't even know where that is now. I think I might have left it in a garage, to be honest. I was like, yeah, I'll come back for that.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. There'll be space for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. But where you don't know where you're going to put yours, do you?
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
Have to print something for yourself.
Yeah. I'll work it out. We'll sort things out. I'll be the kind of person that has. That does not look right. No. I'll be the kind of person that has this just in the front room. That's me. Like I'll have space for it. I can run to IKEA and get one of their cabinets, which seems to be the popular thing. All I know about Lego is don't just put it on a shelf. Dusting these things is horrendous. You get near it with a duster, even like the softest duster in the world, and you're going to knock pieces off, and then you're going to spend ages trying to figure out where they go. And like if you've got a carpet and you've got to dig them out of carpet, or they've gone under something, it's just a pain. You really need to get these in like a cabinet or like under some kind of cover to stop them getting dusty.
Also, I've got the Stormtrooper bust, which is great, but it's over the TV, sort of like, and we've got a lot of natural light coming into the house. There's loads of big windows, and it's kind of like on the one side starting to go a bit yellow. So I think
from the sunlight.
Yeah, so I think we need some cases really, but I kind of don't like the idea of sticking them in cases. This is why I think when I get the studio, well, I say if I get the studio. Council needs to sort that out. If I get the studio, it would be handy because there's gonna be, sounds really really grotty, but I'm not gonna have any windows. It's gonna have no natural light. But the reason for that is being that I'm playing drums. It's gonna be super super loud, and I don't want to put that on the neighbours.
Yeah, trying to be considerate.
Yeah, basically, I don't want to have to be like really really loud, and then it's gonna wake them up. So I'm gonna make it as soundproof as I can. But to do that, I'm not going to have any windows.
Speaking of someone who's had loud neighbours, I can tell you they will very much appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do have some loud neighbours.
So you're not going to have to deal with you're not going to have to deal with the sun yellowing your pieces and stuff. You've just got to deal with having the space to put them and like having enough room to have your kit, like your professional audio kit, your drum kits. You need a desk in there, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, it's going to have two kits in there. It's going to have acoustic and electric, and then whatever else I need, really. Yeah, I do need a desk for sure. So I need a desk. I need. I don't really. Well, we need a table for this because we want to try and record this in there as well.
Yeah, we'll sort that out when it comes to it.
But hopefully, I've got enough space.
Yeah, I think so. Like it's a big enough area. It's going to be about what, more than 4 meters wide, and about 4 meters the other way. I'm guessing.
Do you know what? I don't even.
Like 4x5. It's going to be a decent size.
I don't even know anymore. Then.
So even if it means that you've just got to like move something out of the way temporarily while we do recordings and stuff, we can at least have a bigger space.
Yeah. Very true.
And you're not going to be left kind of like high and dry when it comes to having space to do your audio work, to play your drums, man. Do some recordings.
What that?
Because you also want to work on your drum stuff, like video wise.
Yeah.
Which 100%. I don't know if you guys, we might have it linked in the description or something to like some of George's pages where he does his drum stuff, but like it's crazy good stuff, man.
Thank you. It's
very humble.
It's all right.
All I know is my favourite drum word, and that is paradiddles. Because it's just fun to say.
It's the only one you know.
It is the only one I know.
It's the only thing you ever say.
But it's fun to say. Who doesn't like saying paradiddles?
Well, you could say paradiddle diddle.
Paradiddle diddle.
That one's quite fun.
Yeah.
Paradiddle diddle.
Not denying that.
But yeah. So it's another reason why I'm happy I got this new camera, because I can use that and take that with me to do some of my videos and put them up on places and things. But yeah. And you're going to use it for your stuff, so Liam is a bit of a mini Adam Savage in a sense. But you are though,
That's
aren't
being
you?
generous, but
No,
like
but-
being on the more creative side, I guess.
Yeah,
is
you
that what I'm
like
trying to say?
you like making and
Yeah.
doing things, and you
Yeah.
know, so you can now film your process of how you do that, how you 3D print and blah blah blah. Because you talk about how it like it's so easy. You're like, yeah, but you just do this, and I'm like, I can't get my head around it.
Once you're kind of in that world, it's fairly easy. Yeah. I don't know how else to say it. Like it's not that bad, man. I think a lot of people seem to overthink it when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, it's not too difficult.
Yeah, well, you know, you seem to be going a bit quicker.
Trying
It's always the case, isn't it?
to be quicker.
I'm trying. But yeah, things seems to be going alright though, I think.
I hope so.
I'm moving along. I've not made too many mistakes so far.
I've knocked the mic a few times, guys. Sorry. I'm still trying to get used to where to position it to get good audio. Because we're trying not to, because my mic isn't the best mic. I've gone a bit cheaper than you have because you've got your fancy Rode. So mine has a bit of bleed where it picks up a little bit of George's voice, whereas George is far more directional.
Yeah,
So I'm
yours
trying to
picks
keep it in
up
front of me,
everything.
pointing back. Not like I wouldn't say it's a terrible thing, but it's not.
No.
It's not what we want. It's not what we want.
It's all right. It is what it is for now, isn't it?
It'll do the job.
I got mine for a steal though. I mean, I can't remember how much you paid for that mic, but I don't think mine was much more.
No, I think we both paid about the same, which is great. Like I'm all for that, but it is more difficult trying to get those like good prices on eBay because sometimes you can look for months and it won't pop up. Like you managed to get a very good one there.
I know. I found my trick. I've mastered eBay and I found my trick, and I'm not telling anyone about it because it's my trick. It's my trick. But it works really well. I'm happy.
Yeah, it does.
Because I'm getting all the cheap stuff. Getting all the cheap stuff.
Thank you to everyone on eBay who's selling their things, so we can get a nice setup like this without just destroying ourselves financially.
I know. Do you know what? So when we went into lockdown, COVID, when we went into lockdown, like we were stuck at home, weren't we?
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I knew that I wanted this garage. I knew I wanted to record drums. I knew that was sort of where I was sort of heading. I didn't have any equipment whatsoever.
No, it's true.
So I was like, what am I gonna do? So I started just like, I had nothing to do. So I just started like searching eBay, Facebook Marketplace, all that sort of stuff for equipment because I thought there's got to be something out there. And unfortunately for all of the musicians out there that work for a living, a lot of them, you know, I know a lot of working musicians that do a lot of functions and events. I mean, I do bits of that myself. That's like my part-time job. So like, what do you call it? A side hustle.
I guess, but like
That's my side hustle. So like, but they unfortunately couldn't work anymore because events, functions, weddings, everything had been cancelled.
Yeah,
So
it all got shut down.
yeah, so they couldn't work, and it was like, what do you do? And then you can't pay rent, and you can't pay your bills. So like, people just started selling all their gear, and it was all really good stuff. I managed to get a full like studio setup for like a quarter of the price because people were just selling all of their belongings because they needed to.
Yeah.
And as much as I felt guilty for it, I was like, well, at least.
But they need the money at the time, and it's kind of like they can always rebuy the gear.
Yeah, but I also thought at least it's going to another musician who's like, who's going to use it for a good
that's
reason.
true, man.
So, and to be fair, a lot of that gear, bar these microphones, like all my leads, my audio, my interface, all of that is like that we're using today is a result of that.
Yeah,
So,
and we are being a bit extra. Like, you could definitely do this with less money. You can definitely do it with like gear that's not quite as good. You know,
oh yeah, for sure.
there's definitely a lot of that. Gotta go put this digit.
I have missed a piece.
No.
No, it's all right. I know it is. It's here. Tits.
We are coming up to the 30-minute mark, and I think we've decided that we're going to call 30
dear.
minutes sort of like where we're going to call an episode. We may go a few minutes longer if you want, just to see how far we get with this one.
No, well, I've finished my bag and I've got nothing left.
I'm not far off.
Are you doing a sticker?
I'm doing a couple stickers.
He's doing a sticker. I haven't got to stickers yet, but I am ready for bag 2. So while Liam's doing his stickers, I'll show you where I'm at. So this is going to be the front. You got like a little stand piece at the bottom. I'll turn it to the side. So this is going to be the back piece, I'm guessing. But yeah, so far I'm very happy. I think it's working out quite well. What do you reckon?
Yeah, man, so far so good.
Where you at?
I have built the main body of the ship, and I think I've just put together the front of the ship as well. This is the hammerhead.
It's a beautiful body.
Yeah, my stickers aren't quite aligned, but I can change that after the fact. Yeah, I'm up to like page 38.
Nice.
So I'm a good part of the way there.
I'm on 54. No, I'm not. I'm on page 38 too.
Would you say we're both about a third of the way in?
Yeah, I'm also on page 38. So we're about the same.
We are about the same.
But yeah, so we'll call it there, and we will see you next time. So
see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye, guys.